And India Today's Anaga Keshav and Akshita Nandagopal continue to be with us. Anaga, the one big question that everybody is asking is why did, and that we heard from DMK as well, you know, raising the question, why did Vijay leave the venue and why has he not met the people who were impacted by this stampede? So what has TVK's reason been, or what have they been saying?
In fact, TVK has maintained that it was upon the oral instructions of government authorities why Vijay had to immediately leave the spot. Then a lot of questions were raised as to why is it that Vijay couldn't deploy his second-rank leaders to at least be on ground and help the families of victims. That still remains to be answered. But even today, when Adhav Arjuna was there, right outside his residence, he was speaking to the media, and he also said that Vijay and the entire TVK leadership will meet the families of victims very soon after obtaining permission from the court. The case will come up for hearing on Friday, and with sufficient police protection is how Vijay is going to be meeting with the families of victims. Because remember, wherever Vijay is, we can see a lot of crowd surge, and we don't want another stampede to happen. And that is why Vijay says that with sufficient police protection and after obtaining permission from the court is when Vijay will be meeting with the families of victims. And he also gives an explanation as to why he left Karur immediately, that he didn't want situation to get out of hand again. He wanted to placate the already chaotic situation, and that is why Vijay says that he had to leave Karur immediately and come back to Chennai. He says that this incident has deeply pained him and he's absolutely shattered. In fact, TVK has also announced a financial compensation of 20 lakh rupees. But many would say the fact that he has given out, he has broken silence after 3 days is still a question. It's still not okay for somebody who portrayed himself to be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So is a 3-day silence for a death that he was also responsible for okay, is the question that Vijay has to answer.
Right, and this tragedy could prove to be a turning point for Tamil Nadu politics as well. What does it mean in long term? That also we will try and understand. But let's first listen into all the political reactions that have come in after TVK Chief Vijay gave his statement.
Problem is that he was slated to speak at 12 o'clock in the noon. So people had started gathering from 10 a.m. And he came there at 8 o'clock in the night to speak to the people late in the evening, which means the people had to stand in the scorching sun without water, without food, and in that rush. What will happen? That is the question. Why he did not come at 12 o'clock to speak to the gathering? That was the reason for this accident. When people don't have water, they don't have food, they are standing in the scorching sun, they will naturally faint and fall. He should have come by 12 o'clock because it was told that he should be there at 12 o'clock.
We welcome the statement finally from Mr. Vijay on this. But however, there has to be more concrete actions from this side. It's a common man's life which is lost. And the true character of a leader is to stand by the voice of the voiceless. That's why our leader went there the very next day and he assured the victims the right justice. And whatever Vijay has made his video statements, it should reflect on action on the ground. Probably his team at least can go and meet the victims. That is what it is expected now. But however, the conspiracy theory is emerging stronger with this video. What started as an accident and the blame game between TVK and DMK, the conspiracy theory is now gaining more grounds with a team from BJP visiting and meeting the people there, and their statements and the videos that are emerging in the last 2 days since the incident has put DMK in a very tight spot.
Now, Akshita continues to be with us. Akshita, do try and explain to us how is this going to impact the Tamil Nadu politics? Because earlier we had seen both the DMK, AIADMK were quoting Vijay. But after this tragedy, he could turn radioactive. And we have seen clear lines being drawn by DMK and TVK itself when Vijay attacks the Chief Minister directly. This could mean that the distance between them could be unapproachable now.
Well, between the DMK and TVK, most definitely so. And I think it's been like this for the last many weeks, I'd say even last few months, because it was crystal clear who exactly Vijay is going after. Having said that, listen closely to the reactions that we got in after Vijay's statement. You spoke to Kovai Satyan, or for that matter, to the BJP as well. Both the AIADMK and the BJP, while questioning TVK to some extent, are also towing what Vijay is saying of a conspiracy, of a need for a CBI investigation. So you get a sense there of how the AIADMK BJP still are continuing to kind of balance the scales and try to ensure that they are also taking up what Vijay is alleging here. And that's where you get the real political narrative, what's playing out in Tamil Nadu. That all of these parties are taking on the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. And so they're using this also for their own political one-upmanship, which is unfortunate, but the reality of the political landscape in any part of the country. As far as Vijay goes, in this election, away from what this means for, party-to-party alliances or friendships, you look at what this really means for the TVK. Does it dent him? Very much so. Does it dent Vijay's image? Very much so. Because the whole picture that you try to paint of, someone who's a representative of the masses, that gets dented with this kind of a stampede. While Vijay has given this 5-minute statement, there's been no mention of why he was delayed, which is
Right, Akshita.